back to A Dose of Dami. So today in this video, we will be going over my first year freshman college experience at a PWI. And just in case you guys did not know, a PWI is a publicly white institution. The school that I went to was Stephen F. Austin State University. And overall, I felt like it was a pretty good first year experience. And, it had great teachers at that institution as well. And I also just want to talk to you guys about some more tips of what have helped me throughout this college experience, and that could potentially help other freshman students as well, whether they want to go to this school or any other Texas schools or any other, out-of-state schools as well. So I can't wait for you guys to watch this video. Make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe down below. If you have any other comments or anything that you would like for me to see or that you would like for me to react to, or anything on this channel, make sure to comment them down below, and let's get right to the video. Okay, so the first thing that I want to talk to you guys about is making sure to apply for your classes online, to register for your classes online. This is highly, highly important, especially if you go to a very, very large school. In general, Stephen F. Austin wasn't as large to me. That's why I chose the school. It's a pretty nice size school, but it's not like one of those huge UT schools like Texas schools or Texas State. Stephen F. Austin to me was pretty small and nice sized. It was still a big enough campus, but for me, I just liked the setting. It was very comfortable, pretty much out in the middle of nowhere. Not really kind of in the middle of nowhere, but it was just a lot of trees, lots of forest and everything like that. Very, very different. Me, I'm a city girl, so it was a very different environment for me, and the bugs were a different situation, especially the first week of school. All I can tell you is, love bugs.
Not on my watch. Not on my watch.
So the other thing that I was going to talk to you guys about was when you are applying for classes, they will give you a specific date of when registering for classes will open. So say registering for classes, the date was August 28th or something like that at 12 a.m. Me personally, I would stay up until that time hits 12 a.m. And when that time hits 12 a.m., you go online. Make sure you have the website open too, and make sure to refresh, because like I said, there's probably a lot of other students out there who are waiting for that specific time to get very, very good classes as well. Super good classes, especially the ones who don't want to have any 8 a.m.s or 9 a.m. classes. And that's in general. Please do not get 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. classes. This is not high school. You are in college now. You are dependent on waking yourself up. You're not dependent on your parents waking you up. So this whole adjustment is different. I am begging you, do not get 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. classes. I follow the rules. I did not choose any 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. classes. I did choose 10 a.m. I think, somewhere around that time. But in general, it was a good amount of time for me to go to lunch and to hang out with my friends in between classes or anything like that. But do not choose early morning classes. You will be tired of them. And I've heard that from a lot of other students. But choosing your classes is very, very important in general. Making sure you get them early, super early, like I said, especially if you have a lot more students on campus, and especially if there's a large freshman class, they're going to want to get those classes fast and easy. So I suggest that you have that tab open. Make sure you type in your username and password and everything. Make sure you have your classes that you want, the teachers that you want. Because me, if your university is able for you guys to look at your teachers and your classes of what you want for that specific semester, I look at them at least 2 weeks ahead. I write down the teachers' names, I write down the dates and the times, and whenever I see it, I click on it. But the thing is, I use this one website. It is called ratemyprofessor.com. Here it is right here. I highly, highly recommend it, especially if you're looking for any comments or any rates or reviews about a specific teacher that you would be interested in. I highly suggest you look into that at least 2 weeks before you register for classes, because you don't want to get no horrible teacher. I mean, I'm not saying, well, let me just be honest. There are some slow teachers out there. But if you want the best of the best teacher, or the teacher who actually would care for your work, and who will make sure you get stuff done on time, and who actually makes the class fun, I suggest going on ratemyprofessor.com, and just to make sure that you get those teachers that are good for you, especially for that specific class as well. Especially if it's a science class. Y'all, that's a whole different other story. But microbiology, I took it at a community college, and that teacher was just it was a lot. It was a lot.
Electric chair.
It was a lot. But yeah, just in general, get teachers who really just want you to learn, who really want you to pass the class as well. No one wants a lazy teacher. No one wants a teacher who just half does stuff anyways. So yes, I really, really highly recommend that you guys go on ratemyprofessor.com. I will actually have the link down in the description below. Make sure to click that link and type in your teacher's name. Make sure you connect it to their school that they are at. Sometimes they might have previous schools that they have attended to, and then some teachers, you know, they might have the same name, so you don't want to get a different teacher from a different school, you know, because that review might not matter since that teacher does not go to your school. It might be like a different teacher somewhere. The next thing that I want to talk about is joining as many organizations as possible. And if you want, try to apply to jobs, you know, on campus as well. I feel like joining a lot of organizations can really build your character, because me, like I said, I was a shy person in general. Still am shy, of course, you know, I'm still learning to get out there. I'm most definitely an introvert. I can be an extrovert, you know, when I want to be, but most definitely an introvert. You might not tell on camera, but I can be an introvert at times. But besides that, joining organizations is very, very important, especially joining an organization or a club that fits within your career as well. For me, or fits within your major. But for me, I was involved in the organizations called AMSA, which is American Medical Student Association, and I was also involved in the STEM club as well. They are both very great organizations and clubs. They helped a lot, you know, connecting with a lot of people who are, you know, might be related in your career, or just have, you know, something within the science career or science major in general as well. And I feel like, you know, it's better for connections later on in life, especially if you guys bump into each other one day and be like, hey, I remembered you, and, you know, how are you doing? And you just get to catch up and stuff in life. And also they could possibly be a reference for you whenever you're going into an interview, whether you want to become a nurse or a doctor or anything like that. It could be a good reference for you, especially teachers or, you know, other staff members who hold those certain meetings for the clubs or anything like that. They can be really good references for you as well. So I highly, highly recommend getting involved, whether it's for your major or not even for your major. Meeting and getting a few extra friends wouldn't hurt anybody. So I highly, highly recommend that as well. This is for my Black African American audience. This is for my audience. Since I went to a PWI, there wasn't a lot of us on campus. There was a few, but me personally, I actually got involved. I was in a mentor. I think it's like a mentor, kind of like a mentor club as well. I had like a mentor who was, you know, African American as well, and she mentored me pretty much about the life of a college student, and I always got to ask her questions and just talk to her about certain things, whether it was good or bad. She was a really, really great mentor. I highly recommend getting a mentor as well, so you could get to know the campus more and to be comfortable to telling, you know, what you're going through in college, because they can most definitely relate. They're upperclassmen, most likely probably a junior or senior in college, so they probably have understood what you have gone through throughout college. And yeah, I feel like it was very, very good to receive a mentor as well, and to get involved into African American organizations as well, since, you know, like I said, it's a PWI. There's not as much of us on there as campus, and it's still good to stick with your own people so you can be more relatable to them as well. I'm not bashing on, you know, the other races, of course, but I'm just saying, especially in this time and age, it's good to, you know, have your own community as well. So I definitely suggest that. I feel like personally it was great going to a lot of events that were hosted by African American students on there, and there was multicultural office affairs or something like that. But I loved both of them in general. It was great seeing the different fashion events, and sometimes it was like spoken word or people were just like dancing or singing and showing off their talents. It was amazing. So I definitely recommend that to my African American people out there, my Black audience out there. So yes, and let's get to next. So the third thing that I want to talk about is the sporting events. The sporting events. It is a lot different than a high school event, a high school, basketball event or football event or baseball, whatever you're interested in. Very, very different than that. It's, like I said, a lot more people, a lot more people. It's just a huge and a great experience. Me personally, I did not go to any high school football games. Yes, I didn't. I was one of those people. But the weird thing is, I was very school spirited. I love participating in, the school spirit days. I liked going to pep rallies, but I never went to one high school football game. So, yeah, judge me all you want. In general, I loved going to the football games. I also went to some of the basketball games as well, especially during homecoming. Homecoming was amazing in general. But just talking about the sporting events, they were very fun, very lively, pretty cool. Not as live as an HBCU would be. Now, I've seen a lot of vlogs about HBCU games and how live and fun they are, and I will tell you, they are a lot more lively than PWIs. They just seem like a whole family to me, like a whole huge, one big family. I watched a lot of YouTube vlogs from a lot of other college students as well, and it seems a lot fun, especially in homecoming. They go all out. But for Stephen F. Austin, they're really amazing too, very fun. It was fun for me going to my first college football game. Pretty interactive, but I liked it in general. So definitely try to go to at least one college football game, or at least a basketball game, or just any sporting events, because it's very fun to get to know the traditions of what they do at different games, and how interactive they could be with the crowds and the spectators as well. Okay, so to wrap this video up, I want to show you guys one thing that I have actually, I pretty much made it. I didn't actually make the actual axe, but there's this little tradition where we bring our axes. They actually already have pre-carved axes for us. We just get to decorate them, paint them. We get to do whatever we want with them. And I got my own axe. I was super excited. I think I got it during orientation. Actually, no, it wasn't during orientation. It was during school. One of the events, a couple weeks after school started. But in general, my axe right here. Of course, it says my name. It's kind of backwards, but oh, here it is. Okay, that's upside down too. Never mind. Yeah, it says my name right here. And then it has the Red Cross, because nursing student. And then it has pearls. And then it has this little this tool, kind of fabric or something that I use. But yeah, this is my whole axe right here. This is how long it is. There's pretty much a tradition at our school where we get to just bring these axes along to any sporting events, like any college football games, or to any basketball events as well. And we get to raise it up in the air and just just have fun with it. I mean, it's kind of like a little tradition. I liked it, as a college freshman. It was great. Especially, it was great to see other decorated axes as well. It was just very fun in general. But I loved my school. I loved SFA. I'm still a lumberjack, still a lumber girl at heart. I love my school in general. Go Lumberjacks, go Lumberjacks. But yeah, overall my college experience was great. I didn't bash anybody or anything, just so you guys would know. But in general, I loved my school. I loved the community. Everyone was very efficient, and everything that I did, every teacher wanted me to, work hard, and they wanted me to pass, and they really cared about my future as well. And I just had a great time. It was a great first year, and I hope that you guys could have a great first year, whether you're a freshman in college, or whether you're looking into getting into college. If you're in high school right now, I highly recommend, like I said, to get involved in your in any organizations or in any clubs that deal with your major, or don't even deal with your major. And I highly recommend that you get out there and have a little bit of fun every now and then. I only went to one party, but it was technically organized by an organization, so it wasn't one of those parties. It was just an all freshman party in general. But I love my school overall. So I hope you guys like this video. Make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see you guys next time.